Welcome, everyone, to Tucson, Arizona. Arizona Stadium with this red and blue crowd ready to bear down with their Wildcats. What a showdown we have in store. A couple of Big 12 teams squaring off in what could prove to be a huge game. As we'll see a team looking for its first win, the Oklahoma State Cowboys. Taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Arizona Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Arizona will put it away to start this one. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner is stopped. So the Oklahoma State Cowboys offense will have plenty of work to do after that return was bottled up. And here he is, one of the best receivers in the game, and he just commands attention both from the defense and from the fans.
Yeah, he's a guy you got to keep your eye on, and you're going to see him line up all over the field in this game. He can play in the slot, he can play out wide, he can run the entire gamut in the route tree as well. Really nothing this guy can't do.
When you have a conference as deep and balanced as this Big 12 is, it's important to get off to a quick start in conference play.
Yeah, you're going to be challenged each and every week here in the Big 12 Conference. Since they've expanded, the quality of this conference has gotten so much better. So, David, big challenge here to make sure mentally your mind is right starting the season off today.
Yeah, I mean, to make your dreams come true, it starts one game at a time, the old cliche. But the Big 12, year in and year out, so many different teams that can beat you, so many different teams that can put points up on the scoreboard. You got to start fast in Big 12 play.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Oklahoma State.
Second down coming up. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
How many ways can I make you think, right? First drive, out the gates, get it to my playmaker, going full speed across the formation with a touch pass. You better be able to adjust to it. And then when you adjust to it, I'm going to have an adjustment to your adjustment because I'm always right. I'm an offensive guy.
He makes the connection.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. Quarterback checking the play. Wants to throw on second down. Shoots it to the left. Got his man downfield. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
Well, this guy obviously spent a lot of time in the film room this week because he is dissecting this defense early in the game in the opening drive. Great job with his eyes, great job with his rhythm, an explosive play there. This defense does not have an answer for this dude.
And the Cowboys look to keep this drive humming. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. Here comes the offense on first down. They keep attacking through the air. Going for it all. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off.
This offense knew coming into this game it was not going to be easy throwing against this defense. They're at the top of virtually every major statistical category when it comes to pass D, and the quarterback just found out the hard way, throwing a pick on the opening drive.
A first down for the offense. Wants to throw. It's Fafita. Finds the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. A new set of downs after the completion. Here's a quick throw out to the left. He's out of bounds after a big pickup, but there's a flag on the field, and this might be coming back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. After the setback, the offense gets set for a 1st and 15. They'll put the tight end in motion. Off the play fake on first down. Unloads it downfield. That was an eyelash away from being picked off, and that is not the way to set the tone with a near pick on your opening drive. The give from the gun. Not a lot of daylight. He gets one to the 32.
Now that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Got his man. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knocked him down at the 41.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to.
Going to throw it over the top of the D. And he makes the catch inside the 25. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Cowboys! That was just as simple as playing catch in warm-ups.
And this offense felt like they could take advantage of this defense down the field throwing the football. They've got a lot of speed on the perimeter, and I feel like they've got some matchups they feel they should be winning one-on-one. We saw a great example of it right there.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. 1st down for this offense. Quick pass on the jet motion. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. They'll run it from the gun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile. He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
On third down, he drops to throw. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be fourth down. The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. He's got great speed. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Oklahoma State has it back and the offense is on the field. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
To the air on first down. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried, when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. On second down, looking again to throw. Deep shot for the end zone. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. Going up against one of the best defenses in the country, you've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was in that last one.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. We played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. The Cowboys will try to move the chains on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got his man quickly. Will not get there. A fourth down stop. Offense set on first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Quickly to the tight end. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back to pass, it's Fafita. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Off play action. Lofts one high and deep. Makes the grab inside the 30. Touchdown, Arizona. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it. Quick strike touchdown comes out and jump-starts the offense.
And, man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. They'll try the left side. Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22. These guys got knocked around in Big 12 play last year, and that has been a motivating force here in the offseason.
Yeah, and you hope it's a motivating force. You hope they were talking about it. You hope it matters to your team that last year was a very big disappointment with expectations for this squad to end up like they did. A lot of time to stew on it. The whole offseason, Palmer, you better be irritated, and they better come out with some momentum to start Big 12 play.
I think what was so frustrating about this team last year was that on paper, they looked like a team that could compete for the Big 12 championship, but it just didn't show up each and every week. This year, again, these guys look good from a height standpoint, a weight standpoint, a speed standpoint, but they've got to make plays, and it's got to start here today.
And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. They were unfazed by that earlier fourth down failure and will try for a second time in this one. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Makes the grab, and it's plenty for the first down. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. And the Cowboys will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Fires into traffic, it's picked off. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47. On first down, here comes this offense. Looking to move it through the air. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking for a physical attack from the gun.
Well, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
Looking to throw, it's Fafita. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Touchdown, Arizona. A great catch and run for 6.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Boise State is currently ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Chris Peterson, this has not been a blowout today on the Smurf turf. They're up by 7 over San Diego State. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. A quick pass to the left. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. Here on 2nd and short. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. He's right there to stop him, but the quick throw and catch enough to give them the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Comes out throwing on first down. Pocket starts to collapse. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Inside the 30. The expressway is wide open. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Pistols firing. Touchdown, Cowboys. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back.
Oh, it's out! Oh, and he gets it back. A fortunate turn of events.
It's so hard to force fumbles, and when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling, you're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
You know, we're only in the first half of this football game, and already this offense has had tons of success throwing the football. The defense has to disrupt his rhythm, and they finally do there, getting the sack. They've given up 3 TD passes. Let's see if they can continue with the pass rush moving forward.
It's caught. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. They're going to run it. Fights off a defender. That run epitomizes a veteran, savvy senior who knows how to find space. Arizona has the offense humming, set up with another first down. He's looking to throw it. Fires to the middle. Complete downfield. Finally brought down at the 31. It's a pickup of 15 yards on the play, and they've got a first down. New set of downs after that completion. They'll throw it on first down. Finds his man. It's Patterson. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Arizona going back to work with another first down. He's going to pass. Throws toward the end zone. And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew it, but I might have...
He's got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Arizona! Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Here he comes with the return. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. He wants to throw. Looking for a huge play. Grabs it inside the 10. Touchdown, Oklahoma State. That is the ultimate grab and go for the score.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Oklahoma State, 21.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. And he winds up right where he would have on the touchback. Goes out of bounds at the 25. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth. I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every 3rd down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too.
Oh, look out. There he goes. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. They'll snap it from the 30 on 1st down. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts.
Timeout, Arizona.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30.
Here we go. Hand.
Looking to move it through the air. Got his man on the right. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch. From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a space. Makes the catch. Touchdown, Wildcats! Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone. That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out and start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
He's going to try his luck from the end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, Dave?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
Just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You've got to be so smart. You're going to be aggressive with your decision.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Quarterback checking off. Motion from the offense. They're throwing for it on 4th down. And that ball is picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. So it's 1st down, but with just a few seconds, they'll try to put up a 3 before halftime. Not a particularly long kick from 36 yards out, but he'll have to guide it in from the left hash. It's good. And now the lead is even bigger. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. And he takes this from inside the 5. They make the stop on the return, and that is priority 1. You don't want some big return to give up a cheap touchdown on the final play of the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, fellas. The end of a very entertaining first 2 quarters of football.
The Cowboys will kick it away to crank up the second half. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with him.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. The pull and throw off the RPO. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. The Wildcats moving quickly to the line. Just another big play for this guy who spent the entire game wide open. Couple of touchdowns there, and he moves the sticks again, David.
Yeah, so I'll keep finding him, Reese. I mean, this is a guy that, listen, we're in the second half now. He's already made plays. I know I can trust him, so I'm going to continue to feature him in this offense because I know he'll continue to make big plays.
And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down. And the Wildcats getting set on 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can beat.
Touchdown, Wildcats. And the pummeling has started. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point in the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
It's complete. He's out of bounds after a really nice game, but there is a marker on the field. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Now on second down. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Looking to pass on second down. Fires complete on the crosser. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Man, that's a couple bad throws. Last possession obviously ends in an interception by this quarterback, and now you throw another one, in harm's way. You got to make sure you're throwing to the open guy. Make sure you're taking care of that football. We can't have any more turnovers.
On fourth down, looking to pass. He uncorks one deep. Makes the grab on the right. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on fourth down. That last big play has them in position to threaten here, 1st and 10 from the 37. He'll take another shot here. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
With jet sweep pass. Inside the 25. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And just got enough of the football there by the defender, breaking on the football, getting his hand on it. He couldn't bat it down, but he got a fingertip on it, tipped that thing away from the receiver, made the big play, saving the touchdown.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Not in lockstep there with the receiver. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. He'll just keep slinging it. Fires to the wideout. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Looking to the end zone. And that pass picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Arizona.
I love when people...
Cats take over.
what they're doing defensively. If they're going to pass the football and that's where they're going to live, well, I'm going to live and dine. I'm going to bring more defensive backs on the field so I can cover more of these speed guys that they have out there. Great job by the defensive back, breaking on the football, making the INT, making the DC look very smart.
Well, we need this quarterback to put up some monster numbers. He's putting on a clinic in this game. He now has over 400 yards passing.
Fires to the right. Makes a connection. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Working that left side now. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. From the gun, the ground game. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. This feels like 4 down territory, third and short from the 40. He'll try to pick it up on the ground. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. Arizona comes out with another first down.
In Arizona.
Dropping back, it's Fafita. And he intercepts it. Takes it the other way. He's at the 40, the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys! What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return.
Really nice drive by this offense. This is a top 10 defense. This is a challenge. They're going to make everything difficult. So when you can make some plays against this defense, you got to absolutely take advantage, create some momentum for your squad. Nice drive by this offense.
They'll go to the air. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick six.
27.
On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive throwing a pick six, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22. A third and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Patterson. And they stop him just short of the stick. It'll bring up a decision on fourth down. Arizona runs out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. Looking for space to the left. Trying to make magic on the scramble. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about
Going for the big play. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
Great job by the defense there. They weren't surprised by that play call there on third and short. They were expecting pass. They took everything away and forced the incompletion.
On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma State. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
Oklahoma State, 34.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Johnson. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. They'll run it from the gun. Open space at the 25. Flying down the left side. At the 30. The 10. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Arizona.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then he shows you his speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fellow.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. First down to start the drive after the break. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Getting some heat. He slings it deep to the left. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down and an excellent throw, too. The feel of this whole drive changed on that last big play. They've got it first and 10 outside the 30. He's looking to throw it. He fires a bullet to the right. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Cowboys! And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Illinois came away with a big-time victory today, and they'll be enjoying some bubbly and champagne after this one. Coaches want to win in all three phases of the game, and today, mission accomplished. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way, but I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run play action. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. 3rd and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. Out of the gun to give to the back. How about this confidence in the running game, and he picks up 9, just short of the marker. It'll be 4th and 1. The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. Kicks it high, and it's just hanging there as if it has helium in it and floating down toward the earth. Coverage team does a good job, touches it dead, no return on this one.
And these punt returners only get so many opportunities to try to make plays, and do they want to make them? So much space back there when you punt them the football. But the thing is, look at all these guys flying down the field, and all the speed on the field for that punt coverage team. And you can tell they caught up with them and forced the fumble.
This is the moment for this offense to put the drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
On 2nd down, just keeps firing. Stands in and takes the hit. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. They'll need to convert this 3rd down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Still on his feet at the 35. Racing down the left side. The 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Pistols firing. Touchdown, Cowboys. They got the score they needed, but this isn't over.
No, don't call it a comeback yet. The first part, step 1 accomplished, but this offense obviously still has work to do, but the defense has to go out and get a stop and get him the ball back.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here's the return from inside his 10. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. After giving up that last touchdown, they've still got the lead, but now feeling a little bit of pressure to answer with all kinds of running room. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on 2nd down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior.
Good back-to-back plays for this defense. Like, this is the crucial moment in the game. Like, you know they're running the football. You know they want to eat clock. A lot of bodies near the line of scrimmage. This defense needs one more stop just like it.
He's going to run it. The ball's free. Oh, it looks as if the defense got it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Dude, you're in such a great position. You got the lead. Clock's winding down. I got to put some drives together. The last thing I can do is give the ball back to the other team. Horrible fumble. Big-time costly mistake.
Off play action on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much.
Yeah, you can tell the timing wasn't great, and quarterback and receiver not on the same page, but when you're going to miss, don't miss towards the DB. You definitely want to miss out towards the sideline so you don't get yourself in trouble.
And back to the air on 2nd down. He finds his man. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the 1st down.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
Now on 1st down from the 40. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Well, they're trying to attack the middle of the field. That time the ball a little too high for his wide receiver, and it falls incomplete.
Line getting set on second down. Wide receiver shows motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. Nice move to pick up yardage. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you, and you're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting...
Looking for the end zone. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Oh, the offense just not able to come up with that. You knew that was going to be a bang-bang play, right? They're taking a shot into the end zone. That's going to have to meet a contested catch on the back end, but he wasn't able to come up with it because of the hit.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Right back up top on 2nd and 10. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy has had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making. Hasn't thrown any picks, which has really helped keep this offense on schedule.
Fast motion from the offense. Aerial assault continues. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. Down in possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. This defense is going to have to sell out to stop the run and try to get the ball back one last time. He's got it. Turns it on down the left side. Running inside the 20. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Arizona. If they can just hang on, they might be able to notch their first victory of the season. And with the extra point, the lead is a dozen here in the 4th.
And back in the day, you used to line up and your tight end was a blocker and you threw it to him short. Now, these guys are being so dynamic in space and so athletic. Now they can make big, huge plays for your offense and put points on the board in a hurry.
Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. He's looking to throw. Trying to beat the D deep. And a penalty flag comes in as that one falls incomplete, but this is going to be a positive play for the offense, defense with pass interference coming. That penalty is going to be a coaching point in position meetings this week. I mean, he is going to get an earful from the coaches on the sideline. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. He wants a big play here late. We hit the 2-minute warning, and this offense is desperate to make something happen and do it in a hurry. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And now such a tough situation. Late in this game, you're trailing, but now it's 4th and long. Like, it's one thing if it's 4th and short. This makes it even more difficult. You got to have something dialed up you feel really great about.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Can't find his man. It'll... Wait, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. The offense set for a 1st down play. The give as they work on that clock. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. You got to believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on 2nd and 9. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And they did not let him get to that 1st down line. It'll bring up a call here. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. He will not get there. They'll turn it over on downs, and that leaves the door open.
Hey, if you're going to go for it on 4th down, if you decide to run the football, you've got to be sure up front that you're going to win in the trenches. They didn't get it done that time. They need to be more physical moving forward. They're going to try to do that again in the same type of situation in this game.
The offense lining up for a 1st down play. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from.
That should be the nail in the coffin. What a great break on the football. Getting the big turnover. You got the lead. Now just go out there, be smart on offense, and run that clock.
With the game in hand, the offense choosing to just have the quarterback take a knee. Scoreboard operator got a workout in this one. Fun game for us to watch, but they can't come up with a W.
Yeah, and it's a team game, right? The offense did their job, but now defense will have to find a way in the future to make better plays, get stops, and stop them scoring so many points, especially when your offense does their job.
And we see a lot of games like this in college football when both offenses are just trading blows back and forth, and it just comes down to which defense can get a stop. And unfortunately for the losing team, they just were not able to get it done.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.